Hello and welcome. My name is Tina Salmans and this is my MTSS proposal for AEP 803. The research method is a mixed method. I will be using the action research design in order to allow me to use quantitative and qualitative data, but will also allow me to focus on the problem of implementing the MTSS process. I chose this type of design because our intermediate school is in the beginning stages of implementing reading MTSS, and I am greatly involved in the process. I chose this topic because our school is trying to successfully implement reading MTSS, and we are just in the beginning stages at our intermediate school. The MTSS process is proven to help students have success, and that is the only option for all students. For the MTSS process and successful implementation, it requires understanding and knowledge of this instructional shift. While the process may seem tedious and lengthy, it is research-based and proven to be the best practice for our students. The 4 key terms that are needed in order to comprehend this topic include MTSS, intervention, quadrant sorting, and data-driven instruction. My research problem is understanding the MTSS model and implementing the MTSS model. In order to complete the study, a few pieces of vital information need to be understood. First and foremost, all students must be provided core instruction in a regular classroom setting. Next, students must be given some form of assessment to determine their strengths and weaknesses. For our school, this will be done with the MAPS, Ames Web Screener, in-class formative and summative tests, and teacher observation. After discussing and analyzing the results of this data, then teachers can provide targeted, differentiated instruction leading to the success of all students. The intervention materials that are being used should be research-based and approved by the MTSS core team. When reviewing the literature, many pieces of literature supported the RTI model. Since Kansas has adopted the MTSS model, which is based off the RTI model, there aren't many resources on the specifics of MTSS. The goal of my research is to find out how to make a successful MTSS/RTI model. The second goal is to find out what resources will be available to our intermediate staff and how to use these resources successfully for each tier of instruction. The guiding question for my research is, what is the importance of MTSS and how is it successfully implemented? The study will be conducted on all students in grades 3 through 6. All students will be given the MAPS, Ames Web Screener, and common assessments determined at each grade level. Also, teacher observation will be used. Once the assessments are given, the data will be input into an Excel spreadsheet for sorting. The spreadsheet will allow students to be placed in the correct quadrant for tiered targeted instruction. Checklists will be used to see students move across the quadrants. Validity and reliability is always a concern when it comes to education. In order to make sure the data analysis is being done is valid and reliable, the district has adopted 2 critical assessments. MAPS is the measurement of academic process and is nationally normed. The Ames Web Screener is research-based and has over 30 years of success. These assessments provide immediate data of the student, allowing for targeted instruction almost immediately. Due to the fact that my study is educational, there are limited ethical concerns. However, in order to make the parents aware of targeted instruction their child will be receiving, a letter describing the skill and the teacher will be sent home. Also, parents and students will receive an informational brochure describing the MTSS time during the school day. As with many research problems and questions, limitations are always possible. Reluctant staff members, limited resources, and understanding all dimensions of MTSS are all things that make this research topic difficult. When reviewing literature, it is easy to see that the RTI model has been researched and has been successful in meeting individual needs of students. The first two references listed describe the steps in making a successful RTI program and making a toolkit in order to make the RTI model successful. The final source listed is from the Kansas State Department of Education that really focuses on how Kansas has taken the RTI model and modeled it for what is expected for Kansas schools. Many other resources are available for this topic, but the ones listed here were critical in helping my understanding.